Dan, coming back to you on your support query there. Just always remember that when you're claiming VAT, right, you do it on when you have the purchase invoice. It's not on the payment. All right, very important. I'll show you why. So I know you said you couldn't. So here's just an example in your text. So down the total there, 621. The VAT was 116. Pretty obvious. You're well used to it. Just going to show you on QuickBooks though. So those payments you've shown to me on this, all right, 212025 2907, they're paying invoices, okay? So here is Universal. So there's the various bills around. Okay. And when you put it, so the bills go into film hire, so whatever, 42, 543, 98 plus VAT. And then when you put the payments into film hire, 1707, 16, and all that, they're actually paying these bills. They're not increasing the expense. So if someone hands you a bill for €1,000 and you pay them 1,000, it's 1,000 he's cost you. So I'm just going to illustrate here on the profit and loss what's going on. I just want to get this into you because accounting is, the word is tricky, and it's an important one. So film hire is here at the moment in May of 22 of 18.8. Okay. But those payments are adding to the expense instead of paying off these bills. So it's not 18.8, it's whatever the bills total, and these payments are up against it. So I see a couple of them are duplicated again, going on. So really the thing to do, if you don't know what bills they're paying, okay, if you do know what bills, this is what you do. You click on plus, pay bills. List all the bills that are entered, right? Filter it out to the one you're trying to deal with. So we'll say it's Universal. This will just list bills, okay? Now it looks like all these are owing, but you've been throwing money against them and it doesn't see it here. Okay, so the ideal thing is, if you know what Universal are going to take, you tick it off here, and in the top right there, it'll match up to whatever they take, right? That's the ideal thing. You get the payment in on here first, then when it goes through the bank, it matches up. The not so ideal thing is what we'll probably do for the moment though, is those payments that you're not too sure which it goes against, you put them in against accounts payable. So I'm going to X out of this guy, go back into suppliers. I'll get you to do a bit of this because you might cop it handier. It's just to get the concept in your head. So these payments, right, you've claimed VAT on them again. Do not do that. All right, so otherwise you'd end up over claiming VAT up and pay back a rake. So if it's a payment, yeah, from the bank account, I prefer you did the pay bills thing, but if you're kind of just putting it against that thing, put it into accounts payable up here on the right, go out of scope. So 2,100 is it against accounts payable, right? I'm just going to click that. Okay, I can see there's a bit of duplication going on down here. See the 1646. Okay, and there's 2,100 again. Oh no, that's our 2,100. So that's an accounts payable. And let me just see if I can easily do it here actually. What does that mean? Accounts payable. Needs to keep the same total. Now it's claiming the VAT, so you go edit. So our total was 202511. Yeah, you're gonna watch that because it'll change it to 2025. Okay, and that's where you put it in against accounts payable. Now to offset it against bills, then you see a lot of these have gone in twice. Okay, so I don't know why that is. What's going on? So if you'll see now though, when I go to pay bills, I bring up Universal. Okay, this box is opened, credit applied. And the reason that is, it knows the money paid in, but it's not put against any bills. So I click in here, those two payments amount to 4125.11. And you can tick down here, and you see the way that's dropping to 4040. It's going to start marking all these bills off as paid. Okay. Now it's better we know which bills we're paying, but for now I'm just illustrating the point. Okay. So a thing for you to do right now, and you'll have to get to this bank reconciliation soon, because the difference between what's in the bank and what QuickBooks thinks of the bank are two different figures. And the reason is there is duplication done on our payments. So go into Universal again. And any payment you've put in as an expense, like you were outlining it to me, put them in against accounts payable. The simplest is, like, that's a duplication there, surely, 17. There's two, I don't know why there's two there. Unless you did pay them twice. You just see top left, that's an online bank match. So that went through the bank. 2025. To the next one. So that's what I did. So that's the bottom one. One just above it. But I'm looking at it, that actually didn't go through the bank. So I've gone in here. Add a buy down. I'm not sure how you managed to add that down, but it was in the waiting room and you must have added it as expense direct. Always maybe check that waiting room first. This area 61 to review. Okay, so I'll delete a bit of those. Go down to Universal again. Okay, and these guys, where there's claim of VAT and expense, you don't want that. So you go here. This is the online banking match. So it was 202511. Change this film hire. I'm repeating myself, but just for emphasis, that's all. Accounts payable. 202511. It's held at 202511. Change the inclusive to out of scope. Save and close. And then go into pay bills and just mark it off. Mark them down. Okay. So I'm going to delete the one that wasn't connected to the bank. There's a few of them there. There's expenses that are in twice. 2907. See the VAT claim for that guy? It's 576. It's in twice. Now, you have a look at that expense there. 13th of April, 22. Okay, so the 13th of April payment was put through afterwards. Again, claiming VAT on the expense, do not do it. I've deleted that, right? But when I go out to the waiting room, 576, it'll probably match up with the bill payment. Now, I didn't originally because the bill payment was put in after the download. Look at that magic, one match found. See, it recognizes that what came out of the bank, we've already in there. Oh. Anyway, I hope that helps. Accounting is tricky, but it's not hard. And by working through, hopefully it'll click. Okay, so bills in first, pay them on QuickBooks next yourself if you're aware of what Universal are taking. Hopefully you might be, and then it'll match up like we just showed you there. If not, put the payment, no VAT claimed, against accounts payable and tick it down using the pay bills function. All right, very good. Bye for now.